Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome to the next episode of Let's Answer Some Questions. As always, post questions below and I shall answer them next week. Let's get started. Up for Sonic asks, what makes you feel the best about yourself on YouTube? Um, Probably the fact that I have fans in the first place, really. Just that basic, that basic element is probably it, really. And, I guess that's really like the thing that makes me feel the best, really. Um, there are Let's Playing, like just being on YouTube really just kind of has its perks, really, kind of, in the sense that being a Let's Player kind of paves the way to like get in touch with other Let's Players easier, if that makes sense. So, probably like one of those two, like being able to like easily get in touch with like another Let's Player, or just the fact that I have fans. Shapard asks, "What's your opinion on Call of Duty Black Ops? I haven't played it, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, it looks pretty damn good." Carl Noble asks, "What do you think happened to Solid Snake at the end of MGS4?" Um, Skip ahead a little bit. I'll put like an annotation saying when to skip ahead to, because this will be spoiling, obviously. But three. Okay, I'm just gonna spoil it. And 3, 2, 1. Basically, I think that in the end, Snake, obviously, like, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, really. But I think like what happened is he, the game ended, and I do think that Snake died roughly maybe 3, 4 months afterwards. Yeah, that's it. Uh, because I'm pretty sure like the game talked about like how the last few words were something about like spending his last couple months or something like that. And so I do think after the game ends, I'm pretty sure Snake does die within a few months, unless they retcon that in the future. But yeah. Okay, so the annotation probably has led you back here, and I have already. So if you go anywhere before or after the annotation, or after or before here, then you will be spoiled on MGS4. But it's cool because you're here now. So next question. Power One asks, have you ever made any videos other than Let's Play itself, such as videos with friends that you haven't uploaded to YouTube or anywhere? And not to be a creep or anything, but how old are you? Not. I've never really made videos with friends or anything that I haven't uploaded. I mean, there are like things that I guess I have, yeah, but they're nothing like really big, just like little inside joke things, really, like that I like send to friends and stuff, just their kicks. But not really anything major or anything. And my channel says it, but I'm 18. Eponafan asks, watch Resident Evil Degeneration before you play RE5. That's the only canon movie. And my question is, what did you think of MGS3? I thought it was a pretty good game. Pretty good game. The Lizard17 asks, will you ever do a Let's Play of Minecraft Alpha? It would be so great. I kind of went into Minecraft about on the last Q&A video, I think, but I really don't imagine myself doing that, because I'm just, I don't know, I'm just kind of like out of the Minecraft stage at the moment. Like, maybe in the future I'll get back into it, but even if I do get back into it, I think Minecraft has sort of lost its novelty when it comes to Let's Plays. But if people really want me to, you know, power to the people, really. I might do it one day. But as of now, on one of the last things on my to-do list. Jack Spacey asks, hey Liquid, who is your favorite superhero besides Spider-Man, and who is your favorite supervillain? I guess I would say for superhero, I would say, hmm. I really like Thor. Like, I really don't like read. I've never like, really, probably really even read a single Thor comic. But I do like Thor's concept of having all the Norse mythology tied in. I don't really have like a second favorite to be honest. Uh, mm, I can't really think of one to be in all honesty. I cannot think of another one like to be my second favorite. But I guess if anything, Thor, even though I've like never read him before, but I just like his concept a lot. And super villain. Um, I actually really like Electro. I really like Electro. And yeah. Jack Spacey asks, "Oh, one more thing. Did you hear about the new law banning violent video games, and what are your thoughts on it?" I have. My thoughts on it aren't very much. I doubt that because I am not in the. I'm not. It's not like I'm worrying that it will actually be passed or anything. My thoughts on it are just it's a bunch of people that the people that made it are people that don't play games really, so they just don't really understand it that well. And like I said, I have no worry that it'll actually be passed, so I'm not really worried about it at all. Duncan Rules asks, "What is better, Resident Evil or Left 4 Dead?" I think I've gotten this question before. Uh, in terms of like just like gameplay, or like in terms of like, I don't really know how I'll describe it, but I'll probably say Resident Evil because it's like it's like a chronology, and Left 4 Dead's kind of not. I'm not really sure if that really makes sense, but like Resident Evil is kind of a it's kind of a fiction. Left 4 Dead is just kind of like an instant. That's not really a good reason why I would say I like Resident Evil better. I just kind of I don't really think I'm not like ranting on Left 4 Dead or anything. I just don't think it's that um it didn't really pave anything really like Resident Evil did. Resident Evil, like, you really do need to give kind of credit where credit's due because like without Resident Evil you really wouldn't have a lot of fatal frames and stuff like that. So yeah. Maga Pokemon asks, "Would you do Portal possibly in the future?" I'd actually wouldn't consider. I would also consider doing the Portal Flash maps, which are basically if you've ever played the Portal Flash version, they're basically like a 3D version of those. And Maga Pokemon also asks, "What was your favorite Pokemon when you were a kid?" I didn't really have one. Eagle Solidus asks, "Which version of MGS 2 and 3 do you have?" I've got Substance and Subsistence. And John Broman asks, "Is it true your family was murdered by badgers? Have you ever been killed by a bear? If so, how many times? Do you want any toast?" Yes, I'm afraid my family was slaughtered by badgers. I was killed by a bear 3 times in my life, and no thanks on the toast. I'll pass. Sunny Productions asks, "Have you ever played Territory War Online? If so, what do you think of it? And if not, you should play it. I've never even heard of it, but I'll look into it. Or I've probably heard of it, but it's one of those things that sounds so familiar. Territory War. Actually, no, let's Google this. Oh yeah, I played that. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty epic. Duncan Rules asks, "Will you do more editing is fun?" I'm assuming he means will you do more everybody edits. Editing is fun. Um, Probably, yeah. Um, People seem to like it so far. Me and Jay had fun making it, so you know, just stopping it there would be kind of idiotic. But so yeah, in the future, more everybody edits will basically come soon. And as for like just like that first session, actually, YouTube has basically been being really hard on me. Like really, it's been hard on everybody really, and has been failing to upload part 4 of our everybody edit session, which kind of sucks. But hopefully I'll be getting it up soon. And Moo Cakes Man asks, will you continue the Sims busting out? Yes, in the future I will. I just have not. Just like it's kind of like there's sort of like a grinding aspect to it where you have to kind of like grind your stats and stuff, and there's stuff like that. Like it's just kind of like putting me off of it, but I will get to it eventually. Don't worry. Ripoff Productions LLC, do you plan on playing Resident Evil 0 and possibly Resident Evil Remake? Possibly. I think I've gone over this before, but I don't have a GameCube or and so and just getting like a GameCube emulator to work would be quite difficult as well. But if I ever do, I possibly will, and I wouldn't really mind it. But as for the remake, probably not, because if I was to do like a replay, I'll probably just do the first game really. But possibly for 0, and then I just have Ripoff Productions giving some tips on RE0. Huh. Anyway, that's all the questions actually. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I answered questions correctly and wisely. Yeah. Liquid Solidus 9000. Post questions below, and I shall answer them next week. Liquid out.